I'm sorry, I like unintentionally clickbait you guys. I'm sorry. Oh no, I feel so bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you guys worry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My brain, you can tell my brain really isn't here right now. Like, more so than usual. Hello everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for joining today's stream. I hope you're all doing well today, or at least somewhat decent. And as well as, that, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about the past couple days not streaming. It's been a time. My goodness. Like, yesterday was like an act of nature. I couldn't help that. But Sunday, that was me. That was me. So basically what happened is, oh, by the way, I have some food here because I wanted to get something quick and easy that I didn't have to cook, but also didn't make me feel horrific on the flight. So I don't really know what this is. It's like pork and rice and some veggies and it looks really good. But anyways, so basically, what happened on Sunday? Stories, why did you push back the stream on Sunday? This all wouldn't have happened if you had just streamed on Sunday. I know. Let me explain. So, Sunday, I was tired. You guys know, I'm usually pretty tired during things. I'll yawn several thousand times. It's just whatever. This particular weekend it has tested me. It has tested me. And I have just been dealing with people dealing all weekend, too much going on, people getting on my fucking nerves. So as soon as I got home on Sunday, I thought about it. I sat down on my bed and I was like, I have to go to sleep. I have to sleep. I have to rest. I cannot sit upright for like 2 hours. I have to go to sleep. So I sent that out. Hey, pushing the stream back to tomorrow. Hey, la la la. And then I crashed. I fell asleep for 3 hours. I woke up at like 9:30 p.m. and I'm like, what happened? Hello? Where am I? What year is it? Like, you get those naps and you're just absolutely dead. You feel like you're in a coma and you wake up and you're like disoriented. That's how I felt when I woke up from that nap. I crashed so hard. And then what happened yesterday? So literally everything was to plan. Yeah, am I still alive? Is this the same reality? Did I go into an alternate universe? Yeah. So what happened yesterday? Yesterday, everything was going to plan. Everything was fine. I had no reason to suspect that I would be postponing yet again for the stream. So I literally had everything set up an hour before. I was prepared. And then about exactly 11 minutes before I'm supposed to go live, I get a notification on my phone. You know those really loud notifications you get, like if you have like an Apple phone, was like like one of those. Like if it's an Amber Alert or some kind of like emergency notification. Yeah, I got one of those. Extreme weather alert. Thunder and hail. You've got to be shitting me. So, yeah. Like, yeah. I was not going to take a chance. Like, if Environment Canada is sending me a notification and across the wherever else I am saying, hey, there's gonna be mad sparks coming down from the sky and giant chunks of ice. Yeah, I don't want to risk using a giant electronic to stream anime games least there be a giant chunk of ice that crashes through my window directly into my face during stream, or a power outage happens or whatever. So I was like, I'm not going to test fate. I'm not going to test Mother Nature. I'm just going to pack and then go to bed. So, yeah. But I'm all good. It was very uneventful. My brother thought he broke the garage door. Turns out he just unplugged something and it was fine. But yeah, it was a whole thing. Like, we all just like came home and we're just like scrambling around, like move cars into the garage, closing windows. I think they had to bring in the barbecue at some point because my brother's girlfriend was like, "Hey, do you think having the propane tank outside with the hail is gonna be a good idea?" And just the pure silence for like a good 7 seconds as my brother was like thinking, like he had like the math equations going on in front of his eyes. He's just looking. He's like, "Fuck," and then he goes and runs outside. All this happens while I'm packing all my stuff because I'm going on a flight. By the way, that is why I'm saying goodbye. Why I want to say goodbye before I leave. I'm going on vacation. I'm not graduating. I'm going on. You guys can't get rid of me that easily. I can't believe you guys want to get rid of me. I can't believe it. The constellation wants me to go. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yes, no. I'm getting on a flight in about, what is time? Like less than 4 hours. My flight is happening in less than 4 hours. So I'm going back home to visit my family again. I know it just seems like I just went and visited my family like 3 months ago, and I did. But this flight has been sponsored by Star Mom. She booked my flights and everything. She's like, "Stories, I want you to come home. I miss you, and I want you to visit." I'm like, "Oh, okay, Mom, yeah, I'll come visit." So this is all thanks to Star Mom that I'm getting to go home and see my family, meet some friends, see my cat. Yeah. So, and I have an array of beverages with me. I have my trusty water. I've got a diet soda beverage, and I've got some chalky milk because I freaking deserve it. Oh, after this last hectic work week, I freaking deserve as much chalky milk as I want. I am so tired. It's always the week before you go off on vacation that is just the worst week. Like, okay, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. There's just all the stuff that just happens to, you just happen to deal with the week before you go off on vacation or have a break or whatever. But now it has finally come. I am finally on a nice break. I'm gonna bring my Switch. I'm gonna play through Paper Mario again as much as I can before I fall asleep on the flight. I'm gonna start a new file and I'm gonna play the adventure all over again. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. Chalky milk. Do we get cat pics? You know what? This is actually really funny. This is really, really funny. So back in the good old year of 2021, back when I was still PNG Stories, back when Niji-Sanji English was still fairly new as like a branch, there was one member of Niji-En who had just debuted like a little while previous. And she was doing like a pet pick, like kind of showcase or whatever. I saw this tweet that she had put out and I was like, "Here's my cat." And guess who is on her live stream for that specific stream to showcase the pets? That is right. My cat is on that stream. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find the stream that I'm talking about. Oh, and it is in all caps. Let's see. I did 2 of these? Which one was the first one? I can't remember. Which one was it? I love unskippable ads. By the way, guys, did you notice? At least I'm hoping this worked. Have you noticed that there have been so far, hopefully, no ads on my streams? I have decided that while the stream is live at the very, very least, I'm not going to have ads. I figure there's no point. It's kind of, it doesn't feel right. And also, I took a look at my earnings when I do have ads enabled, and there's nothing. It's not even worth it on my end to even put ads during these streams. So for that sake, and also for lack of annoyance on your part, no more ads. Hope if I forget to change the settings, I'm sorry. I reuse some of the previous stream settings because it's just easier than making a stream room or whatever. But that is what I'm planning to do. So yeah. Okay, let me see if I can figure out which was it this one? I want to say it was this one, but I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. Where is my kitty cat? Where is my kitty cat? Maybe it was the other one. I don't know. Oh, maybe it was this one. Maybe it was this one. Hold on. Wait, hold up. Ooh, I love when the quality gets super crunchy. Yep. That crispy stream quality. Love it. Because I remember being like somewhat early in the stream. I can't remember though. I honestly can't remember. Where is it? Where's my kitty cat? Where's my kitty? Ah! Oh, here he is. Yes. I found him. I found him. I found my kitty. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Are we gonna do a watch along? Oh my gosh. What? A very specific watch along for one specific purpose. There we go. Okay. Let me yeah, I have a kitty, not with me right now. He's at my parents' house. But I've had him I have a, let me tell, before we do this little impromptu watch along, let me first explain the lore behind how me and my kitty forged our bonds in fire for eternity, or something like that. So it all started when basically all started when my grandma moved in with us. So we had Grandma Star in the house, but you know, with a household full of active kids and working parents and everything, like she needed somebody to keep her company, you know. So my parents thought, you know, good idea to keep her company would be to have a little lap cat for her, so she'd have someone, you know, kind of hang out with, sit on her lap, just, you know, chill, be like that, you know. So they decided, you know, to go to the animal shelter to get, you know, an old lap cat for my grandma. Keep in mind, this was supposed to be an old lap cat for my grandma. I emphasize this because this is the exact opposite of what happened. So it just so happened that the day that they went to go and look at cats at the shelter was the same day that they decided to bring me to pick up my new glasses. By the way, I have glasses. I don't wear them often. They're only for like, they're like a slight prescription, but I have an astigmatism. So curse those lights shooting out beams and making it hard to see. Anyways, so picked up my glasses, and I didn't know we were going to go look at cats at the shelter. I thought we were just going to pick up my glasses and go home. But then I found myself, our car is just, it's just going past the turn where we usually go to go home, and it's going towards where I knew where the shelter was, and I was like, what's going on? What? And then my parents are like, yeah, we were going to look for a cat for Grandma Star, and I'm like, oh, heck, nice. I'm all for this, so. Yeah, even my eyes want to make stars. Curse you! So yeah, we get to the shelter, and then we're all looking at all these like cats in their kennels and their cages and everything. Just looking around all the little kitty cats, and there's some dogs barking in the background, being all wild and stuff and everything. So my parents are looking at like the other side of like where all the cats are, and I'm looking on the other side. We're across from each other. They're looking on one side, I'm looking on the other, and I'm just looking at, all the cages and just being like, oh, look at all the kitty cats, and then I come across one cage. It's on like they're kind of like stacked on top of each other. So this is kind of like on like the upper, like it's on top of another cage, and I look at it, and I think at first, like, is this like an empty cage? Like, is there anything in here? But then I see there's a name tag with like a little description, and I look at it and I'm like, oh, wait, is there a cat here? And I look closer at the cage, and then I notice that what I thought was an empty cage, there's like actually a little black mass, and then these bright green eyes just look back at me, and I'm like, oh, what? And then this little black kitty cat just starts walking up towards the bars of the cage, and he looks at me, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, hello. I'm just like, I've never actually seen like a black cat in person, so I was like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. And like, just ever so jokingly, I put my finger out in front of like the cage bars, which, maybe in normal circumstances probably don't do that, because you don't know what a cat is capable of. They could like, maybe like swat at you or like try to bite you or whatever. I wasn't thinking that. I was like, oh, kitty cat. And I was just like, just putting my finger up to the cage, just be like, ooh, what's going to happen? I could not predict that this would happen, but this kitty cat, as he's looking at me, just pointing my finger at him for whatever reason, he decides, okay, yeah, that's chill. He brings out his right paw and he touches my finger as if we did like a little secret handshake. And from that moment, our bond was formed. And then he spent a good like minute or so, like I took off my glasses because he seemed kind of intrigued by them, and he started kind of like swatting at like one of the glasses arms, and and I was like, oh, he likes my glasses. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I love this cat. He's the exact opposite of what my parents were looking for. This is not good. Oh man, so then there's like this room in like the back area of the shelter where like you can like take a look at like you can like kind of interact with the cats, see how they interact with you, kind of have like just like a nice neutral space for you to just kind of like see how they interact with their space and then with you and everybody else and stuff. So there was a couple candidates that my parents had picked out, and I was like, can we try this one? And my mom looks at the cat, she looks at how old he is, because he's less than a year old. He's like still like an older kitten. And my mom was just like, stories. Like this is the exact opposite of what we're looking for. This is not an old cat. And I'm like, please, like we just have to try. Like we don't have to like get him. Like we can just try. And I was really trying to emphasize like we can just try. Please let us give him a chance. And she relented, but we were gonna look at the other cats that they had picked out first to see, just make sure that there was like an opportunity for that. So, the first cat that we had in the back room, just kind of testing out whatever. As soon as he was put on the floor, walked right to the door and wanted to leave. It was just like looking at the door, trying to like scratch the door, be like, please, let me out. I don't like this. Yeah. Like it was just a literal ball of anxiety, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh no, kitty. I'm so sorry. So that one was a bust, unfortunately. Second one was, it didn't walk away, but also didn't do anything, which maybe could have been a good candidate, but it looked so angry. It was like Grumpy Cat, but like it looked older and more scraggly and angry. It was not grumpy, it was angry cat. This cat was so mad at the world, like he'd wanted nothing to do with nothing. So we're like, maybe this isn't a good idea for Grandma Star. Like, yeah, no. So then it was the moment of truth. My choice's turn. My kitty cat's turn. So you can all guess how this worked out, but the way that it happened was like, it felt so magical, because I think the shelter worker or whatever, I think she saw the moment that we had, and she could tell that I really wanted this cat, so she was on my side. She knew what was going on. She's like, girl, don't worry, I got your back. She didn't tell me any of this, but I could just feel it in the vibes. So that our kitty cat, and then he's like, he's doing what young cats do. He jumps around, scratches at the scratching post, just being super active. My mom's already thinking, oh, this isn't gonna work. It's too much energy for Grandma Star. This isn't gonna work out. And then the shelter lady, kind of around that exact moment, she picks up the kitty, puts him on my mom's lap, and like on cue, as if he had rehearsed for this exact moment, he just became the most chill, perfect, quiet, sweet little kitty cat lap cat you have ever seen. He just flicked his tail ever so wistfully, and he was just looking out the window, just so nonchalantly. He was just like, enjoying life. And my mom just kind of looks at this, whole scene in front of her, starts petting the cat, and he just lets out like a little purr, and he's just so content, and he's got his eyes closed, and he's just, still flicking his tail. And then my mom's just looking at the cat, and then she looks up at me, and I just have the most shit-eating grin I've ever had plastered on my face, because I knew at that moment we had her. And I was just like, well, what do you think? And then she looks down at the cat. She looks back up at me, looks back down at the cat, and she sighs. And she's like, okay. And I was like, yes! So that is my moment of triumph. That is one of my most proudest moments, that I convinced my mom to adopt a certain cat that I had bonded with. So yeah, that's how the cat star lore commenced. And yeah, he has no regrets from anyone. He has truly been the best cat we've ever had. Everyone loves him. He's just so good. And I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see my kitty cat. Ah! She got charmed by them. Exactly. And persuaded by her silly daughter. All right. Let me see if I can. Would I have to do it? Yeah, maybe I could do it here. do. Preparing the Krabby Patty. What am I looking for? Yes. Oh, there you go. It's just a teeny tiny little window. Hold on, let me do. Do 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 do. There we go. There we go. I figured it out. I got it to work. Yeah. I'm a genius. I'm a genius, guys. Be proud of me. All right, let me see. Can I get the... Yes, I can get the audio for this. Sweet. Do. I get... Oh, capture. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think that should work. Let me just unmute this. Okay.
Pretty boy. Very, very good thing.
There we go. I'm like, why can I not hear anything with anything unmuted? My headphones were muted, that's why. So, yeah.
Good boy.
Let's see.
Thank you so much, Astro.
Let me just double check. Can you guys hear that? Is the sound okay on the video? Can you hear it? I think it was a thing. Yeah, I know, that's a cool cat, isn't it? A great cat. Sounds good? Okay, cool.
Feels very cute. Gosh, this is gonna be another long stream. I'm actually just chilling with my kitty right now. His name is Pepper, and he meows outside my room every day just to lead me downstairs to watch him eat. And yet I continue to follow him.
There's your kitty! There's my kitty! There's my kitty cat! It's so funny though, because literally as soon as I saw this tweet, like I was actually just sitting outside, just chilling with him. Like I was sitting on our back porch and he's just lying down, just being kitty cat. It's my kitty! Wow! And he's kind of got like that brown tinge to his fur, like in the sunlight. He gets kind of like he bronzes or rusts. He rusts. That's what it's called. Yeah. Adorable black car. Excellent.
Look at how pretty his eyes are.
Yeah, this was 3 years ago. Oh my god. Look at him. Look at my kitty. He is very handsome. I agree.
Love Pepper.
We do love Pepper. We love him so much. Peppy boy! It's my Peppy boy! This intense stare.
So cute, and they look... Pepper's eyes remind me of like jade, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's one of the things that like really like that's what like really stood out to me when I saw him, was just like, because like at least from what I've seen, a lot of black cats have like yellow eyes, kind of like yellowish eyes, but he's got like really piercing green eyes. It's Kitty. He is quite the void. He's much void. It's so funny because like when I was still living at my family home, he would do this thing where during the summer, because he would like tend to stay out a bit later because, you know, it's nice and warm and he likes, you know, travel around, explore, do all that kitty cat stuff. He would come up to my window, which is, I'm on the second floor. And it's probably around midnight this time, and I'm like, I'm probably just about to fall asleep, or I'm just like scrolling on my phone doing something. All of a sudden, I'll just hear, and I'll like be like, what? I'll look out. I'll see, like, I have like shutters on my window, so I'll like open up the shutters. Who do I see but this stupid little man? Affectionate. Just, he's sitting on the roof and he's just like, he's pawing at the windows trying to get in. He's like, please, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Because everybody else is asleep, obviously. So what I do is I take out the screen from my window. I'll open the actual window glass part itself and I'll just let him in. But then I immediately carried him down to the basement because if I don't, he's going to wake up my parents at like 5 a.m. which happened once accidentally. Oops. But yeah. Oh yeah. It's quite the system we had going. Like I came to expect it because like it's like, yep, he's out late. It's past like 10 p.m. He's still not in. Yep, I guess I'm letting him in through the window. Yep. Oh man. Yeah, he's toothless. We did think of like toothless as like a name. We thought of a few different things. I couldn't remember exactly, but was I the one that came up with the name Pepper? I can't remember. But like, you know, Black Pepper. He's a little spicy boy. He learned to knock and he shook your hand upon meeting you. He's the politest little gentleman. Though, oh my gosh, this was so funny. This is like slightly not related to being a polite gentleman, but it was really funny because when my mom got her puppy dog, her little puppy dog who's now a big dwarf, they didn't really get along because, you know, new animals, they're very different. Puppy kept trying to like eat kitty cat's ears and he's just like, go away. But I caught this during like, do you guys remember when what was it? Do you remember when I was doing the endurance stream for the To the Moon games? It was around that time that I caught this on camera. I was just sitting in the living room. I was just, again, scrolling my phone doing something. All of a sudden, I just hear this little clink, like of something falling into like one of the pet food bowls because they're made of ceramic. So I look over. I see Pepper. He's sitting on like the countertop above where the pet bowls are, and our dog just sitting, kind of looking up at him. And I was like, no. Wait, because sitting right next to Pepper was an open jar of treats. And I shit you not, I watched this man's in like 1080p, not 4K because that takes up too much memory, but I caught this kitty cat man's putting his paw into this mason jar, scooping out like 2 or 3 treats, and then nudging them with his nose to fall into the ceramic bowl where our dog then eats the treats. And then, of course, he saves one for himself because, you know, he's not gonna, it's like, you know, 2 for you, 1 for me, that sort of thing. I was stunned. I could not believe I caught this with my own 2 eyes and my phone camera. I immediately sent it to my family because my parents were on the opposite side of the world. My brothers were on a road trip. So I was like, guys, you gotta see this. I can't believe it. They couldn't believe it either. So. Yeah, truly, they were partners in crime. It was beautiful. But, you know, as a responsible pet owner, I knew if I let this continue, the jar would be empty by the next day. So I had to take I know I had to ruin the fun, but I took the mason jar lid, I screwed it back on, and I was like, All right, I don't know how long you guys have been doing this, but it ends here. But it's very funny. All right, what other comments did Penguin have to say about me? Or not me, my cat. The say it about me.
It's like captivating. He knows our sins.
He knows our sins. He stares through your soul. All right, yeah, that was it. That was it. Oh, I just realized my BGM wasn't even on. Well, whoopsie. All good, all good. Wow, I can't believe it. This started out as I want to say goodbye before I'm heading off on my vacation. It turned into, hey, let's talk about my cat. I haven't even eaten my dinner yet. Oh my gosh, hold on. Live food review with Stories of Stars. Picking up a piece of pork, some lettuce, shredded carrots, and some brown rice at a nice room temperature. Not bad. That's actually pretty nice. Tasty. Inhale the food type, exactly. It's got all the food groups, probably. Nutritious. My voice is the BGM. That sucks, don't fly on me, guys. I'm gonna make you hungry. Good. Eat with me. That's good pork. There's gonna be a cat stream. I wish. I'm not bringing any equipment or anything with me, so. But I'm definitely gonna take lots of videos and pictures of him. Actually, that's what I've been doing for the past few days. Is like iPhones in the photo app, they'll just make up they'll make random compilations of various types of photos that you've taken over the years. So I've just been looking at compilations of my cat. Because I miss him. He's so silly. So it's that video taking the trees next time. I absolutely should. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so good. So good. Did I put it in my favorites, I wonder? I didn't. What am I doing? Let me see. Ah, yes, here it is. March 4th. No, sorry, May 4th. I can't read. I can't believe this is real. Oh man, yes, I will definitely have to show you guys next time. What year? 2023. Just last year. Get a pet sitter, but for us, so we don't make sure we're fed. Stories daily reminder, make sure to eat some food and drink some water. I only eat quality story streams. I don't. I was just choked on some rice there. Exposure doesn't pay the bills. Streams don't feed the body. Please, please, I beg, get some real food. Ooh, branded meal kits, that'd be sick. What would be a Stories of Stars dish exactly? What food says me? One sugar cookie in a dance. Ouch. I mean, real and true, but ouch. Oh, hello, Dr. Frederick. Welcome, thank you so much for joining the stream. Don't mind me just eating some rice and lettuce. All is going well. I feel like there was some kind of conversation going on as I was telling my cat lore story. Do I want to go back up and read what was happening? I was like, I could see out of the corner of my eye, the chat was just going, but I'm like, what is happening? Oh dang, there's a lot of there's a lot of chat messages. Holy crap. All right, someone being annoyed at my presence. Excellent. Love to see it. I'm sorry, someone's just in chat saying, I'm just saying how much I dislike it. Whoa. Oh my god, that's bold. Damn, okay. That's hilarious. Well, it is what it is. Cat Lord stories? Hell yeah. I hope so. One day I will be a true cat lord. I will have at least 2 kitty cats. One day. Okay, and they got bored. That's fine. Oh my gosh, guys, I got a hater live and stream. Does that mean I've made it? Have I made it as a streamer? Oh my god. Oh, thank you! Thank you. I'm gonna have a good time. See my family, see my cat. My chocolate mom wants to drop me. Shut up. See my friends. Before that, I will eat some pork and a very tart green onion. Oh my gosh. I misunderstood cat lore. I mean, who doesn't just want to like say, you know, screw society? I want to become giant fluff cat. You know? I feel like that would just be living the dream. Exactly, that is the life. Sometimes you just don't want to participate in society anymore. You just want to be a giant fluffy cat. Be doted on by your humans. Bask in the sunbeams all day. Maybe eat something that you find that you might like and then just spit it out. Chase shadows. Flies. Maybe some ants. I don't know. Just do whatever the hell you want and people love you. They just want to pet you and to cuddle, and you're just like, yes, give me attention, but not too much attention. Eat a bird. I don't know if I feel like I'd be an indoor cat only. Stories of kitty cat does not want to go outside. Actually, to further apologize for a lot of stuff. I was actually considering just like starting with this and not acknowledging it at all. I'm gonna eat more of my food. It's become real. We didn't let the memes be dreams. Pet me. Give me head pats. We are legally mandated to pet and give you salmon. Excellent. Salmon's expensive nowadays. Jeez. I can use all the help I can get, man. I has become cat. Destroyer of furniture. Scratch, 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 scratch. Should I get salmon for lunch? I vote on it. Some read Harry Potter, others read Warrior Cats. Would you believe I never read either? I heard bits and pieces from both brothers who read both. Yeah, that's the thing. My brothers read both series. I read neither. Oopsie. What book series did I read as a child? I'm trying to think. Oh, cat lady, what is your wisdom? And no, I still haven't memorized that. I just do. It's just fun. Ooh, sushi, yes. Salmon sushi is like my favorite. Unless cat speaks dog. Weird. Of course, I'm happy to spread my wisdom. Ooh, yes, unagi is really good too. Which I'm actually surprised that I like it, considering I'm a notoriously picky eater. But I don't know. When did I try it? It was like I was out to go see an operetta. This was because I had an assignment for university, for theater stuff. But before that, my dad and I went out to a Japanese restaurante. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. We went to a Japanese restaurant, and I can't remember exactly what I got, but he got like some like maki sushi stuff, and one of the ones he got was unagi, and he's like, "Story, do you want to try this?" And I was like, "What is it?" And he's like, "It's eel," and I'm like, "You can eat eel? That's a thing?" So I was a little hesitant, a little skeptical, but it really helped that it was smothered in barbecue sauce. Or some kind of barbecue sauce anyways, because I really enjoyed it. It was really tasty. I was like, oh, wait, hold on, that's actually really good. So, I think it's like fully cooked though, because I don't think you can eat raw eel. Understandably so. But, eels. 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 my younger brother and I have like a running joke from like, there's this one part in Night in the Woods where like May is talking to her mom and they're like talking about this one book that she's reading, and there's just a part where it's just like the mom just keeps saying eels, eels, eels. So we just go eels, 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 eels. Oh, welcome back, welcome back. We're talking about eels. Oh, really? Oh, that's not good. Why is capitalism going to ruin everything, man? Not the eels! Eels. You guys remember when that was like my pinned tweet? Because of the reward thingy from Donathon. Eels. Nagi with wasabi. I don't know how I feel about wasabi. Like, it definitely adds flavor, but it's just a little too much for my sinuses. Honestly, maybe I need to eat more wasabi. Clear out my sinuses a little better. Maybe it'll give me the good flush of my sinuses that I need. Imagine, Stories sinuses were healed because of one big dollop of wasabi. Could you imagine? That's exactly what it feels like. Yeah, it feels like someone punched me from the inside of my skull. It really does feel like that. Or it's just like someone got like I don't know, like they got something like a spoon that's just like slightly like too warm, and they're like pressing it from the inside between like inside my skull between my eyebrows. That's what it feels like. It's just so visceral. Eels is funny though. Imagine that Eels is the first time someone saw you. I hope so. I hope I made a good impression. The group surrounding the bonfire telling scary stories about the eels. The group morale increases, yes. If that, I wish that would. Can someone mob that into Death Road to Canada? We need the morale increase from the eels. Yeah, actually, like, I heard that, like, cheap wasabi is just green horseradish. And, like, real wasabi is actually supposed to taste different. But I don't know if I've ever had real wasabi. In that case. Something to ponder, I suppose. Okay, this pork dish is really good. But I kind of wish I got the curry. You can't help it, I really like curry, guys. Yeah, real wasabi is expensive. The authentic. Yeah, like real spicy, like Like, it's not gonna feel like you're being punched in the skull. Maybe in a different way, but not the way that fake wasabi does. Adding fish sauce, interesting. I don't know if we always have fish sauce on hand. What's that one sauce that I really like? I like adding it to like fried rice and stuff. Is it oyster sauce? It might be oyster sauce. I can't remember. It's like a thicker consistency of like a brown sauce, and it's kind of sweet, but it's also got like a nice savory flavor. I think it's oyster sauce. It's really good. I really like adding it into like, you know, well, like I said, fried rice and stuff, but very tasty. Maybe I could dip like sushi in that. Would that be sacrilegious? Something I might have to try. You get yourself a fish and make some sauce. How do you make sauce from a fish? How exactly does that work? How do you get, do you need to gain essence of fish, stick in liquid? Congratulations, sauce. Is that how that works? Sushi oyster sauce now. I have fully offended again. Well, here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of soy sauce, so I don't like dipping my sushi in soy sauce. I think the few times like I've dipped it in something, it's like the tempura sauce that they give on the side, because I love tempura sauce. It's so good. I don't know what it is, but I love it. So when I have like an extra like bit of it in like the dish that I was given after I've scarfed down my tempura, I'll just dip my sushi in the tempura sauce. It tastes great. All right, take care. Have a good night. Sleep well. Salt it, let the different moistures extract the sweet fish. Ew. That doesn't sound appetizing. Oh no. Oh man. How did we get on this topic? Oh man. I love when the conversation just takes a really weird turn and we're talking about something completely different from whatever the hell it was at the beginning of the stream. You know what? I kind of don't mind that, because that's how my brain works anyways. So I hope you guys have fun when conversations turn weird like this. Juice of the fish innards. No, that's true. That's true. The tempura sauce isn't oyster sauce, but like, what am I trying? How was I trying to compare that? Like, I don't know. I just know I don't like soy sauce, and I'd like to try other things to dip my sushi into. Maybe oyster sauce could be one of them. Who knows? But the tempura sauce was just the first thing I thought of. The consistencies are very different. It'd be like dipping it into like a weird, like sweet, savory barbecue sauce, but not barbecue sauce. Like the consistency, anyways. Oh, thank you, Tucker. Thank you. If you kill a fish, it has a chance to drop the sauce. The better chances are in their water. That is so big. Fish sauce simulator, the game. Oh, yay. Breaking news: Star's inability to eat most things causes her to commit crimes of food. Yes. You know what? I will concede that happens. That happens. Yes. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'm sure I committed some heinous food crimes. Probably. Oh man, an hour has already passed, guys. Oh, how the time flies. The time do fly right out the window. Oh my gosh! Is that the cat human? The cat human! Oh my gosh! My crimes brought the law. Sheriff, please! It was all a misunderstanding, I swear! Oh man. I once ate a raw onion on street. Wait, what? Wait, what? What do you mean? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Wait, what? What? A raw onion on street? Wait, hold on. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, hello, everybody. It was just recently joining. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I don't know what's happening either. Are onions good? Raw, I'd say probably not on their own, but with other things, yes. Cooked, I actually prefer onions raw than cooked, but cooked onions aren't too bad. But my flabbers are gassed. I'm trying to think, when in the ever-loving frick would I have eaten a raw onion? Are we talking about like a whole onion, like I'm biting into it like an apple? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. Or are you just talking about like I had like an onion piece or something at some point and I just like ate it because I'm like, I'm eating raw onion. Like, what are you talking about? Raw onions? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What do you mean? Ah! 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 Fish sauce and raw onion is a good start for a steak. Make it a very interesting marinade of sorts. Okay, all right, that makes a lot more sense. Pelvic, start with that. You have me racking my brain to see if to try and figure out if I actually did eat some form of a raw onion on stream, only to find out that it was just a freaking dream. Hey, that rhymed too. I'm not claiming that actually happened. The way you phrased it, it seemed like that was the case. I was so confused. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. That's the best thing that's ever happened. Oh, I'm tickled. I confirm the dream was real. I was there in the dream. My power suggests are so strong that Stories was for the moment that she did in fact eat a ruin. I was trying to convince myself I didn't, but then I was also trying to figure out why in the world did you think I did? Raw onion eating stream? No, guys! No! 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 Fever dreams, truly. Ay, ay, ay. Now that's a 2K stream if I ever heard. What happened to the grocery store stream dreams and delusions that you guys had? What happened to that? Not that I was ever gonna do it, but what happened to that? Unless you're insinuating you want me to just walk into a grocery store, take a raw onion and just bite into it and walk out. Yeah, I would probably get arrested by, I'd probably just get arrested. I would be held at the grocery store for shoplifting and destruction of, goods. Oh, this is so stupid. Okay, let me think. Alright, I'm probably gonna end soon because there's some last minute packings that I need to do. Get ready. You're ready to go fly high in the sky. Whee! Sitting in jail. What are you in for? I ate an onion, but it was raw. All this onion talk made me sad. Yeah, you don't need to be cutting onions for onions to make you cry. Make sure to eat some stars while you're gone. Crunch, 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 crunch. Mmm. They taste like rocks and salt. May I say a joke before you go? Go ahead. As long as I have the right to bonk you if I don't like it. What do kids play when their mom is using the phone? What? I'm scared. Board game. Boodle. And I think that is a perfect end to the stream. Thank you everybody so much for joining. I hope you had fun. And I'm gonna miss you guys, but I will see you sometime next week. Not sure exactly when, but sometime next week. So take care, have a great rest of your day. Make sure to get some water or any other beverage that will hydrate you sufficiently. That's truly some Ryan shit. And exactly. Take care, and as always, actually, wait. No, let's keep the cat. Let's keep the cat ears and the tail on. Why not? As always, until we meet again. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh. Take care. Only eat raw onions if you really want to, and in small quantities, because that's gonna fuck up your stomach. Alright, bye. No, don't eat an apple. Don't eat an onion like an apple. Eat a real apple. That's what real apples are for. Please. Please.